She's pro-Western, and this is somebody we could work with on policies, she and her husband. It's a no. She is now dominating the NFL. The NFL Twitter header, or X now header, had 3 pictures of Taylor Swift. And she owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. Do some Googling. See what they do in Gaza to gays. See about women's rights in Gaza. This is over the top. Our obsession here in America with celebrity. Taylor just went on a world tour. She's got this hugely successful movie in the theaters right now, which is basically just her. These two now need to worry about. I mean, she should seriously consider watching these games on TV because you can get burnout. That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for. Attend the fundraiser.
Comedy fundraiser for Gaza amidst the ongoing military crisis in the Middle East. Megyn Kelly urged an all-out boycott of Taylor Swift in response to the superstar songwriter's attendance at a comedy concert that was organized to raise funds for humanitarian aid in Gaza. As part of Rami Youssef's More Feelings tour, the concert was held on a Friday night at the Brooklyn Academy of Music. A portion of the proceeds from the performance were donated to Palestinians in need. The endorsement of Israel by Swift has been brought into question due to the controversy surrounding her appearance alongside Selena Gomez. Actors Cara Delevingne, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Zoe Kravitz were reportedly in attendance at the event that was broadcast on an episode of The Megyn Kelly Show. According to reports, Kelly stated that by attending the event, Taylor Swift owed an apology to Israelis and Jewish Americans. It is precarious for individuals to attend this event. Therefore, I beseech them to abstain from attending any future events featuring Taylor Swift until she issues a statement. Investigate certain topics through Google, examine the treatment of LGBT individuals in Gaza, and consider my perspective on the treatment of women in Gaza. Taylor Kelly further stated that if the subject matter is brought up again, you should persist in doing so and take steps to remain silent. You are, in fact, entirely naive. Kelly's tirade against Swift's attendance at Youssef's charity event transpired approximately 2 months subsequent to the October 7 terrorist attacks on Israeli civilians, as per an Instagram post by Youssef dated November 15th. For the remainder of the Rami Yasp More Feelings stand-up tour, 100% of the proceeds will be donated to America Near East Refuge Aid, an organization that provides humanitarian aid to the people of Gaza. Kelly declared that Taylor Swift, who has expressed her support for the LGBT community via Twitter, is well aware of the atrocities committed against that community in Gaza. Taylor, whom you are now inclined to endorse. Taylor Swift has been disseminating tweets expressing her solidarity with the LGBT community, wherein members have deliberated on her pro-female stance and criticism of specific Republican legislators who fail to provide the level of support Taylor deems suitable. Are you aware of the things that he does to women? You do realize what Hamas particularly enjoys doing to women, correct? Could it be possible that we are granted equal privileges in that jurisdiction? Taylor, 19. The podcast presenter, who is also a former Fox News anchor, subsequently proposed the hypothesis that contributions intended for Gaza are, in fact, being used to finance Hamas. Hamas is utilizing the funds allocated by international forces to aid the plight of the Gaza Strip's besieged inhabitants in order to produce additional weaponry. She noted that Taylor Swift is interested in making a contribution to the Gaza fundraising initiative. California, French, Norwegian, Danish, and German are among the countries in which Emmy-nominated artist Youssef will make his subsequent visits on his tour. Much debate arose online regarding Taylor Swift's attendance at the event. Several of the singer's supporters defended her, arguing that she was merely attending the performance with her friends. The request of Megyn Kelly is Taylor Swift. Megyn Kelly urges her followers to boycott Taylor Swift.
I don't think so. So I'm done. I hope things work out with them, but it's not going to. She is now dominating the NFL. The NFL Twitter header, or X now header, had 3 pictures of Taylor Swift. She's pro-Western, and this is somebody we could work with on policies, she and her husband. It's a no.
In retaliation for the singer's attendance at a benefit concert alongside her close friend Selena Gomez during the Israel.
Owes Israelis and Jewish Americans an apology. This is over the top. Our obsession here in America with celebrity by the Palestinians to make sure that every piece of, quote, journalism she puts out has their spin.
Hamas war. On her anonymous Siriusm program on Tuesday, the political commentator criticized Swift for attending comedian Rami Youssef's performance in Brooklyn on December 8. The entire proceeds were donated to American Near East refugee aid. According to Kelly 53, Anira is characterized as highly political by the Jerusalem-based NGO Monitor, which presents an extremely biased account of the Israel-Palestine war, absolves Palestine of any responsibility for suffering, and aids in the demonization of Israel. Although Taylor Swift initially considered contributing to the fundraiser's fundraising efforts amusing, the journalist persisted. As a result, she is indebted to Jewish Americans and Israelis. Kelly even expressed her wish that Swifties would boycott the Cruel Summer Singer's performances until she issued an official statement. The ea culpa in the event that Swift chooses to revisit those topics. The former Fox News anchor advised her to refrain from speaking and concluded by gesturing with her hand. Your lack of knowledge is evident, as the nonprofit's official website unequivocally states that it does not collaborate with Hamas, an organization designated as a terrorist organization by the U.S. Department of State.
That is the group Taylor Swift thought it might be fun to help raise money for, attend the fundraiser for. World leaders on whose every move we must hang. What did he say? What did she do? She cheered in the box. Okay, she's been long admired by so many people here who don't apparently tune in for her real thoughts. Described as highly political, presenting a highly biased view of the Israel-Palestine war, these pro-Palestinian protesters who were trying to disrupt the Rockefeller Center tree lighting ceremony. And I hope they boycott her events until she issues it.
Swift, who was recently named Times Person of the Year and has 278 million Instagram followers, has been criticized for remaining mute in the wake of Hamas's October 7 terrorist attack on Israeli citizens, which resulted in over 1,200 deaths, 240 abductions, and numerous physical assaults. Reportedly, a bodyguard for Grammy Winter returned to Israel during the conflict to serve in the Israeli Defense Forces. Since October 7th, numerous Swift supporters have taken to social media to express their opinions regarding her attendance at the charity event. Taylor Swift has refrained from any form of reference to the slaughter that transpired in Israel at the hands of Hamas militants. On Monday, the Stop Anti-Semitism organization announced via Twitter that her personal bodyguard, who is tasked with her safety, had enlisted in the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF. However, on Friday evening, Swift managed to attend a fundraiser for Gaza alongside Selena Gomez. When do you plan to attend an Israel fundraiser? 13 Taylor Swift. It has vanquished all my respect that she was a full-time Swiftie. I cannot believe it. Sadly, she has lost me as a supporter. A user on Twitter replied. Another user sarcastically commented on a video of Hamas terrorists stealing a Una truck intended for Gaza citizens, and one of the massacre victims was a Swiftie. For more than a month, many fans in Israel's account attempted to contact Taylor Swift for assistance, but she completely disregarded their appeals. I am confident that Selena Gomez's fundraising efforts will be of assistance. Another tweeter added that I wasn't their person of the year, as a third user had already mentioned. Social media influencer Lindsay Pinchuk also criticized Swift's attendance at the fundraiser, stating in an Instagram video that has gone viral that the flames are ignited with more anti-Semitism and hatred towards Jewish people when a celebrity of this stature makes such a statement. Conversely, some contended that Swift 34 had the right to assist Palestinians afflicted throughout the conflict. What a pitiful and depressing perspective. Megyn attended a comedy performance from which the proceeds benefited humanitarian efforts in Gaza, where tens of thousands have been killed and more. Additionally, she contributed $1 million to tornado relief efforts in Tennessee today, but you will not mention that for a second. I believe that uncritical supporters of both sides ought to offer contrition. Both aspects are quite repulsive. Another individual commented, Kelly had previously criticized Gigi Hadid for spreading false information about the Israeli government during the conflict. To begin with, Gigi Hadid is a complete moron. In November, the former NBC News host advised the Daily Mail that the Palestinian-American model should focus on attempting to appear attractive while strolling the long runway. In that regard, she performs admirably. After being criticized for a deleted Instagram post that accused Israel of the abduction, rape, degradation, torture, and murder of Palestinians for years and years prior to Hamas's attack, Hadid, 28, issued an apology at the time. The fashion co-host and The Next have an impressive following on Instagram, exceeding 79 million. This figure is greater than 5 times the global Jewish population.